I have the pleasure of welcoming your host for this evening, the fabulous Joe Dodd!
Yes! How the hell does this work? There we go. So, wait, one sec. Working all that bit out. Thank you, County, how are we doing? Oh, this sounds good. Oh, it's great to be here. Let's deal with one thing straight out of the gate. Yes, I do look like I just fell out of the 90s. Double denim, Animaniacs t-shirt. Yes, indeed. Can I ask, was anyone in here in Sugar on Wednesday this week? Yeah, no, you were. Yeah, some of you were. My girlfriend actually works in Sugar, I wasn't there, but is it true there was a drag queen in?
Yeah.
Really? That's pretty cool. Like I said, I wasn't actually there, I was at home in bed. And my girlfriend was on the close down shift, so she didn't get in until like 5 in the morning, and I was lying in bed and I heard a bit of noise as she came in, and I sort of, in the bedroom, like, I don't sleep in the front room. And I heard a bit of noise, I sort of flipped over. Now, what I'd forgotten was that my girlfriend had told me the Sugar staff had dressed up to celebrate the drag queen, and her face was covered in sequins. I imagine somebody might have had a pretty weird morning after that night out, but I bet you didn't wake up and think your partner was turning into a fucking fish. Not the first moment of mental confusion my girlfriend has given me this week. I was going shopping a few days ago, just dipping out to get a few things, and as I was leaving she said, oh, can you get me some baby bells? And the thing is, that word had not entered my head in such a long time that I forgot what baby bells were. Jamie, I was just standing there and my brain was like one of those fruit machines they have in casinos. You're landing on every object that I know exists, trying to decide which one is a baby bell. Is it a vegetable? No. Is it a style of shoe? No. Is it what Big Ben used to be before it grew up? Baby bell. Yeah, you better than that. But guys, that's enough about me. I've got a question for you lovely people here tonight. Where did pigeons come from? Well, you would think, wouldn't you? Think about it. Let's just backtrack for a minute. We see pigeons all the time. They're everywhere. The fried chicken in Popeyes? It's pigeon, mate. The Campus ducks? They're all pigeons in disguise. But here's the thing, I have literally never seen a pigeon nest, a pigeon egg, or a pigeon chick. See, I can see it dawning on some of you. Every pigeon you've ever seen is fully grown. So where are they coming from? Who's making them? Like you, do you know who's making them? Yeah, exactly, I've no idea. No one has a clue. Well, the bigger question is, how are they making pigeons? My personal assumption is they take everything that's wrong with chickens and everything that's wrong with rats and just mix it together, and then they make the resulting mixture really, really stupid. Oh yeah, I'm not afraid to take on the big issues. Pigeons are fucking stupid. If any of you snowflakes can't deal with controversial comedy, you can get out. Yeah, I was walking down the street the other day. You there, mate? You ever walk down the street? No? How did you get there? Magic. Well, I walk down streets quite often, and I was walking down this particular street when a pigeon appeared in front of me. Now, I'm not going to rearrange my life around a pigeon, so I just kept walking. Now, the pigeon was presented with a choice. Either he could move off to the side and avoid getting trodden on, or better still, fly away. Instead of which, this pigeon decided to walk away from me as fast as it could in a straight line. Literally, all it took for it to fly away was for me on a crowded street to go, "You've got wings!" You there, mate, what's your name? Noah, nice to meet you, Noah, thanks for being here. I've got a question for you, Noah. How many feet does the average city pigeon have? It's not a trap. 2. You'd think, wouldn't you? No, it's 1.6. Don't laugh. This is genuine. Well, do laugh. But bad thing to say, isn't it? Hi! Don't laugh! I don't like being laughed at. No, it's true. Pigeons on average have 1.6 feet. Now sometimes this is because they get attacked and injured by other animals. But scientists have recently discovered that pigeons spend so long standing in their own corrosive shit that they burn bits of their feet off. I would call that the dictionary definition of stupidity. Like, you there, miss, if your shoes were eating your feet, what would you do? You'd take them off! Not if you were a pigeon, you'd tighten the laces! Experts now believe that dodos were related to pigeons. So we're off the hook, guys! For ages we thought we hunted dodos to extinction, but no, they just stood in corrosive shit and melted. Like the witch in the Wizard of Oz. I tell you what, speaking of extinction, some fans in? Sometimes there are. Yeah, I have a World Wildlife Fund animal adoption. Does anyone else have one of these? Is that hand up in the back? Oh, fantastic. What animal have you adopted, shall I? A pangolin. How did you find room in your house? That's so sweet. For those who don't know, the World Wildlife Fund is a global conservation charity, and their adoption scheme is where you send them a monthly subscription, and they use that money for efforts to conserve the animal you have chosen. And every few months they send you an information pack updating you on how they're spending your money and how the work is going. It's a really cool system. In fact, I recently found out that museums let you do it for historical artifacts. Although with animal adoptions, the thing you're adopting is still in the country it's supposed to be in. Politics! I don't know what that was. Yeah, me and my girlfriend got each other these animal adoptions as an anniversary present a few years ago. She chose elephants, and her information updates are always sort of full of news and progress. Like, with your money, we were able to fund education programs to help people live harmoniously with elephants, or with your money, we equipped a new ranger corps to protect elephants, or fuck it, we used your money to send a bunch of elephants to Disneyland! My adoption is with turtles, and my information packs all say something along the lines of, look, it's still fucking shit out here. Yeah, my information updates from WWF basically go, the world is going to shit, please keep giving us money. It's like going to church. When I said I wouldn't do any more politics, I was clearly lying. But yeah, I think I've gabbed enough. It's time for our first improv game of the night. You ready for the first improv game of the night? I say you ready for the first improv game of the night? Yes, indeed. Please, welcome to the stage, Tom and Stefan! So, this is a game called Should Have Said. The way this game works is that these two are going to play out quite an ordinary scene. Not an ordinary scene, they're going to play out a scene, and whenever I choose, I can say should have said, and whoever last spoke has to completely change the line they just delivered. So just give it an example there, guys. Just say hello to each other. Yeah. Should have said. It's been one hard day's night. That's how it goes. Yeah, so that's how the game works. But for this game, I'm going to need to check what I'm going to need. That's what I'm going to need. I'm going to need a relationship between these two characters. So how do they know each other? Therapist and patient, that's a classic. Anyone else? Might go on to anything else? Sounds like quite a one-sided conversation. Anything over here? The usual. Murderer and intended. I like that. So murderer and intended victim. Take it away, guys. Yeah. I'll just talk you down 3 seconds. Oh, just to get these annoying trees down. Should have said. Oh, it's just to tidy up here a bit, you know. They say, yeah. Should have said. Yes, you. have said,
oh, this might have changed my mind, just it's true, but I couldn't care less. Right,
Do you have any more accents? I want this.
no, that's how I Ferrari.
should have said,
That is how you can cut down trees. I've never thought of this before. You just get your Ferrari, you aim into trees, full speed. At the end of the day, it's not going to be trees.
Well, we like to take the wheel. Wait, let me just find something.
What's the treatment?
should have said,
Well, giving myself away in witness. I'm going to take overcompensation, big problem.
and scene. Should have said, Stefan's views do not represent the views of the wider society. So that was our first improv bit, but now it's time for our first stand-up form. Are you ready for your first stand-up? Go wild for the man, the myth, and soon-to-be legend, it's Johnny Lau!
Good evening and nice to see you all. I'm going to talk to you about trains, in particular the UK rail system. Now, who here has heard the phrase, see it, say it, sort it? If you're taking this phrase literally, I'll be texting the British Transport Police about the incompetency of the timetabling system and, you know what's even better? Non-punctual trains. Oh wait, I can't see it, therefore it can't be sorted. Another thing the British Transport Police does well is just reclaiming unattended items in the station area. Just very quickly picking it up and probably, I'm just wondering really, do they really have an incinerator where they destroy it? Where they destroy unattended items? Probably not. But I am pretty sure, you know what's even better? They just put it up for auction. Anyone can grab it within the station staff, from items such as laptops to more unorthodox items like dildos. But believe me, if you're in a rush, there is one way to get a present. It's just to sprint to the station and hopefully reclaim an item from lost and found. Hopefully, it's not a bomb. Another instance would be, say, you have a sort of six-pack of strongbow on the station floor, unopened, and what do these staff do? They see it, they say it, and they sort it. And you know how they sort it? By drinking it. The livers will be threatened with the security of what they're going to do, yes, but the station will be protected for another day. Train stations and trains have a completely different set of rules, where anything which is socially unacceptable in the street is somehow acceptable in the train. An example would be running the station like a madman because you forgot that you have a 8:05 train in the morning. You run across the station. In the station, no one will back up. But if you run on the street and you're carrying about 100 tons of items and they're not running in running gear, for example, there'll be passers-by and people who actually dress up like runners looking at you silently. Look, mate, I just want to get to the station. Another thing which is acceptable on trains and stations, but not on the street, is drinking. It doesn't matter what time is it. It doesn't matter if it's 5 AM or 12 PM. It's completely acceptable to drink on trains, since people assume that you're on holiday. There's definitely not the people who think that you have an alcoholic problem and trying to get to your daily commute. But inversely, if, for example, you drink on the street at, say, 9 AM in the morning. Onlookers, and especially homeless people, would just silently judge you, they sort of glare in your eyes. You're like, you shouldn't be drinking this early, till 5 PM. Now, another thing which you can get away on the train is petty crime. Most common of all, ticket dodging. There's one way to overcome it, and it's to A, just hide in the toilet, and B, hopefully your station does not have any barrier gates or any inspectors that will stop here. Now, there are train companies, for example Northern Rail, where they garner the reputation of not being punctual. You're lucky enough if, say, your train is 1 minute delayed, but worst of all, it's completely cancelled. As National Rail has a policy, National Snail of a policy of saying, if your train is 15 minutes or more delayed, you're able to apply for delay repay. That's good and all, but you'd be £10 richer, but still be stuck in Bolton. Anybody else have any suggestions of where you don't want to be stuck at, especially if you're catching the train? Anybody? Yes, Preston, Blackpool, all very valid points, and you know what they all have in common? They're all in the north. Even though if your train gets delayed as the best case scenario, it'll get cancelled for many reasons, especially on a regular basis, from engineering works to help there's a sleeve stuck in the overhead wires to I need to call the Ghostbusters because there's a ghost stuck on the train. The other day, the patience is tested in a world where we have high-speed rail and state-of-the-art seats. You know what we have? 2-carriage trains with doors that are literally ripped out from a bus. And no team bliss, they sound like a glorified tractor. Here is the noise right now. Race car, but louder. The other day, I had to catch a train from Warrington to Manchester. Due to major delays, it took me, 7 hours to get home because the sole reason was squirrels on the tracks. You want them to move. My journey took me from Warrington to Bolton to, 2 hours later, London. And even when I'm in London, hopefully not getting stabbed, I have a 4-hour delay in London. I got home the next day at around 6 PM. I should have just walked from Warrington to Manchester, apparently because that's what Google Maps say, and that doesn't mean that I'll be taken across the UK, so I should have just walked, and I'm just rather just gonna be stuck in Bolton with £10 to my name than just to go walk and get back on the train again. Thank you.
Jon Lau! Man of the people on my right lines. He is speaking the truth. Yeah. I'm in a funny mood tonight, I hope it lasts. Okay, we're moving into another improv game now, everybody. This game is called Superheroes. And for this game, I'm going to need some real life superheroes, and they are Jon, Tom, and Harvey! Okay, so The way this game works is there's going to be a crisis happening on stage. I hope that's not a judgment on us. Yeah, there's a crisis happening on stage. We need superheroes to come and solve it. What you guys are going to do is give me a superhero name, so something man for John, and he will then have to play that character to try and solve the crisis. However, he can't solve it, so he needs to call on the second superhero, who's going to be Tom. But it's John's job to make up what Tom's powers are. And Tom has to come in, play that character, try and help him solve the crisis. They'll fail again, and they have to call in Harvey, again with Tom making up his superhero identity. Between them, they'll try and solve the crisis, and hopefully by the end they'll have solved it, but they'll have to leave in the same order in which they entered. Hope that makes sense, it'll be clear when you're watching it. So on the YouTube, set off please. Fantastic. Okay, can I please get a superhero name for John? So, White Bread Man. Anything else? Sorry? It's a bit loud out there. Shout up really loud, I can barely hear anything. Steak Man. Ironing Man. Ironing Man. Very good. Anything else? What was that, sir? Waste Man. Oh yeah. Road men tonight, guys. Anything else? Okay, I am going with White Bread Man. Now I need a crisis. Give me a crisis. What's going on? And no one please mention Russia.
12 babies going.
There are 12 babies on fire.
There's no
That's a benchmark and a half, isn't it?
There's no white bread.
And the pro tomorrow! Sorry, anything else?
Attacked by ducks.
They get attacked by ducks, anything else? Sorry, there's a pasta shortage. Flashback! I quite like there are, I'll slightly amend what you gave me, I'm going to go with there are ducks attacking humanity, the rise of the ducks. White Bread Man, you know what you must do at home. Take it away.
Oh shit! Oh shit! I am made of white bread! And there are ducks coming at me! Right, what I'll do is I'll rip off some of my limbs and I'll throw them away from me in the hood. That will distract them. Okay. Oh god, I've got a few of them, but they're still coming. They still want my fleshy white bread body. Must be female ducks. I do attract chicks. However, I'm gonna need somebody else to help me with this duck army. And that person is a earwig man. Earwig man. I need you to use your earwig powers to distract those ducks.
Okay. These games over. Okay, 10 a few minutes.
We don't have a few minutes, we've got a few seconds.
I'm sorry, that's all we can do.
We also go by the Working Class Heroes Society. Okay guys, we have one more improv game left in this first half. At least you can take a hint. So this game is called Foursquare. For it, I need 4 people, but I can't remember their names. We're going to need Stefan, Tom, Jon, and Fred. Okay, so as I say, this is our final improv game of the half. And it's called Foursquare. It's a slightly technical game, I'll explain it as well as I can, but it will become very clear as we start to play it. So, in Foursquare, the first 2 people in the square, these 2 right here, will be in a scene. These 2 in the back will not be in a scene yet, but they will be shortly. Now, whoever is standing in this spot dictates the genre of the scene. So before I go on, we will try and get a genre for everyone who's going to be in the game. So, can I please get a film genre for Fred? A musical. A mafia movie. Anything else? And then what's it? Yours one? Anything else? Was there one over here? Horror. I'm doing a mafia movie. Okay. Now, I can change the genre by saying rotate. And then the new person standing here is a new genre. So Stefan, can we get one for Stefan? 1980s British. A 1980s British film. Anything else? Bollywood. Anything else?
Fantasy.
Mockumentary fantasy. Silent movie. Anything else? I'm going to go with mockumentary. Good. You look a bit blank, mate. Sorry. Jon! Coming of age movie, anything else? A rom-com. Violent porn. Security! Anything else? Sorry? Pirate movie. Oh, I love that European pirate movie. Okay? Lastly, Tom. Legal drama. The Muppets. That's not a genre. Anything else? That's not a genre either. Yeah. Anything else? A comedy movie. We're method here. I'm going to spy film. I'll amend the James Bond one. So rotate. So now everybody's got a genre. We'll recap before we start. So as I say, whoever's standing here dictates the genre of the scene. So if it was Fred standing here, he will be saying it as a mafia story, and Stefan will be playing another character in that scene. Now this is where it gets interesting. So, everyone will get 1 go standing in these positions the first time they go around, so they'll establish 2 characters. Every time they stand in either that position or that position, they are the same character. So say we're doing a mafia movie over here, and I say Stefan and Jon switch. It's still a mafia movie, but Jon is playing the character he was originally playing when he was standing there. That will become much clearer as we play, and that's basically how it works. So just switch that way. Okay, before we start, we will recap the genres. Fred, what's the genre?
Mafia movie.
The non-metal pause, I like it.
Spy movie.
Spy film.
Pirate film.
Rotate.
Voice the sails, matey. Right.
Sails be hoisted.
Good stuff, matey.
Yes.
Right. We're nearly at the track.
I'm looking forward to treasure. Do you know what treasure is?
No.
That makes so much more exciting.
Rotate.
Yes. Well, what was the last step?
Leave.
No. Before leave.
Yes.
No. There's one thing I'm missing, but you definitely say it. In the middle, like, I get the whole sort of like, you know, I go and shoot some people, There's a step in there I'm not too comfortable with. Okay. You don't have to lift it. Go from the top. From the top. Right. I'm going to go around the back. We're going to go around the front. Which one are we talking about here?
You don't know nothing about car washes. All of that perfect, all of that lovely wash. I mean, legal, perfect.
You are going in the car wash, son.
You are going to Sicily.
Sicily?
Yes, no, I'll fly Leeds in 2 hours. Come on. I can't get to Gatwick in 2 hours.
Why are we quiet?
That's where the big folk chose private planes.
John and Stefan, switch.
How did you get there? What do you know about Sicily?
Well, it's
You know too much! You're gonna wake up dead, sleeping with the big, what's the name of the spinny things in the car wash? Them! You're gonna wake up them!
Rotate!
Right, come on. We're on the M6, right? Going towards Gatwick, right?
We're on a fucking pirate ship! Are you out of your fucking mind?
It says Gatwick is in 100 miles. Right, the big book. So you know, we're not going to Somerset, we're going to Gatwick.
Great! Great! Well, I guess there's treasure there.
Rotate!
Black bears eat beets. Fact.
Okay. Because that box is closest to treasure.
Bears, beets, that's right. You'll manage it.
My cat. He is a legend. He's getting us the treasure of the island of the box.
Rotate.
So, start again. There's a third point you keep missing. Go from the top. Okay.
Infiltrate the general's house.
Right, okay, house, yes.
You're going to go around the front. I'm going to go around the back.
Doors. We're talking about doors to the house.
Yes.
Doors to the house, okay. Have you got tech? The tech? It's a door. What do you mean? I just get a key.
John, Tom, switch.
Yar. A new pirate on my ship. You must be from Barbossa's crew. On guard, this scurvy dog.
Do you have a sword?
Aye. No.
Put the sword down. Put the sword down, and no one's going to be seduced. Shot.
Stefan and John, switch.
Hey Pam, how are we doing today?
What?
Pam.
Am I being seduced?
I think we owe Steve Carell money. Okay guys, that brings us to the end of the first half. You didn't see? It doesn't sound like you enjoyed it very much. Thank you very much. So, we're going to take a 15-minute interval now, so go get a drink, go to the loo, do whatever you like, be back here in 15 minutes. But, before I release you, I feel like a teacher, this is great. I'm going to ask you for something. So, right back after the break, we're going to play a game called the mobile phone game. The way this will work is there'll be two improvisers on stage, they'll be playing a scene, but one of them can only speak by quoting text from a group chat on someone's phone. And we were hoping there might be a brave soul out there tonight who would like to volunteer their phone. I'll just explain how it works. So you can pick the group chat, pick your own group chat, open it to the group chat, and promise the improviser will not pick around your phone, there'll be nothing else looked at. I did not expect this much excitement. During the break, if you want to volunteer, bring your phone up and we'll use that group chat. We will not reveal your mother's maiden name. But yeah, if you bring that up, we're great. That's it, I'm enjoying your interval. See you in a few minutes.
Back to the stage, your compere for this evening, Mr. Joe Dodd.
You hear that? In silence. Hi guys, how are you doing? Have a nice interval? Woo! Oh well, if you enjoyed it that much, you didn't have to come back. But thank you all the same for coming back again. Now, before the start of the show, I was talking about animals, you might remember. And I would like to share with you an interesting animal fact I recently discovered. Considering how huge they are, giraffes have very small penises. Well, this is actually a conclusion I have reached through my extensive research in wanking off different animals. Welcome back. Well, no, you see, me and my girlfriend went to a zoo not long ago, and you know, we're part of the Swingers Club, there was a giraffe, it was a whole thing. Not really. Why did I feel I had to say not really? Oh, God help me. No, so me and my girlfriend went to a zoo recently. That much is true. And this zoo had recently acquired a bachelor herd of giraffes, so 5 male giraffes. And of course, you know, because they're all males, they're all in the same enclosure, you know, the testosterone's a little bit high. So these giraffes, you know, they're kind of posturing around, a bit of flexing, a bit of diamond geezer, a bit of showing off the gains. Like this fella right over here. Yeah, look, if you want to visualise this story, get a look at that guy. I bet you don't wear a shirt in the summer, you cool bastard. Oh, mate. Me too. So, we're watching these giraffes and they're posturing, they're kind of displaying, and then it gets so intense that one of them gets an erection. Now, male giraffes grow to 18 feet tall. Their necks alone are 7 feet long. Their skulls weigh 300 kilograms. But I'll be honest with you, they've got that size of penis where your lover feels they have to tell you it's huge so you don't get upset. Which is exactly what my girlfriend did to this giraffe. So I've lost all respect for giraffes. But one animal I had no respect for to begin with was the seagull. Or rather, sorry? Oh yeah, big time. Although, actually I made a mistake there. The one thing I said wrong there was seagull. It's actually gull. Seagull is not the correct name for the species, gull is. Seagull is like the word nutritionist. It's not a legally protected term. Gull, on the other hand, is like dietitian. That's the official correct name. And, like dietitians, gulls are very good at stopping you from eating chips. I told you we were speaking the truth tonight. Oh, bloody hell. Chips. Oh, yeah. I know what I'm doing. Recently, I was reading the IMDb trivia for the best Indiana Jones film, which, of course, is... Okay, you've clearly only ever seen one. Close, anything else? What?! Right. Get out, you swine! That leaves one more, and it is... The Last Crusade is correct. Well done, my friend. Yeah, great movie. And in that movie, there's a scene where Indiana Jones and his dad are running away from a Nazi warplane. And the way they escape is the dad scares this huge flock of gulls into the air, and it disorientates the driver, and the pilot, and he crashes the plane. And according to IMDb, the filmmakers actually used trained pigeons rather than gulls for that scene. Apparently it was easy to get that many pigeons because you can get them flat packed from IKEA. But yeah, what I loved most about that was the reason that the IMDb gave for why gulls were not used. And this is verbatim what it said. The reason is, gulls cannot be trained. Although I bet if they covered that Nazi plane in chips, they'd rip the fuck out of pieces. But anyway, guys, that's quite enough out of me. We need to play our next improv game, which, as you might remember, is the mobile phone game. I've never seen so many people check their phones at the same time. It was like the first scene from Sherlock when I mentioned that. That's an old reference, isn't it? Jesus. Anyway, so is there anyone who would like to volunteer their phone for this game? I think someone's volunteering a phone for this game, whether the person who owns it likes it or not. Are you up for this, mate? Yeah. Give this guy a round of applause, everybody. Great, okay, thank you very much. Okay, for this game we need Fred and Harvey! Okay, so, as I said before, the way this game works, I have a feeling you know a lot more about this than we do. So the way this game works, as I said, is... Okay, I'm glad to hear that. So these guys are going to play a scene where Fred can only quote from that group chat. So, you know, I don't think we even need to do this. It's clearly already funny enough. Let's have an example. So just say hello to Fred.
Kids are tasty.
You get the idea. And we're also going to form a lovely mental picture of where phone this is. But before we start off, I would like to get one more prompt from you guys. I'd like to get a location where this scene is going to take place. So just shout out any kind of location.
Kindergarten.
In a kindergarten, okay. Any other thing, shout out.
Buffet.
Hospital.
In a hospital, what was that?
The same thing.
Oh, hospital, okay. Anything else? What was this?
Taxi stand.
A taxi stand, I like that. You're at a taxi stand, take it away.
It's taking a while, isn't it?
I'm glad Brexit is happening.
It's pretty good for business, isn't it?
I mean, trust me on this, right?
Trust you, my heart.
My dog watches me wait.
Well, I was the only one. You're telling me your dog is it too?
On my life, do it.
Go ahead, sir.
Spineless paedophile.
Where are you starting?
I'm gonna name my kid Kim Kardashian.
Okay. Why?
Mum's life.
She is right. Live.
Smelly fanny behaviour.
If you want to big up, small man, big up. Right, this taxi's got another 30 seconds.
I was the original, I'm just fake.
And see!
Shabage.
And now, what I love about that game is that every single person in here is going to walk out with a different idea of what that was all about. Thank you guys for that. So, now we're going to move into a new act. We're going to move into a new type of comedy. I know. How many more are there? We are going to do a sketch for you. We've got a repertoire of sketches. We picked one. We're going to do it for you tonight. This sketch is called Interview. So while they set up the stage, will you please give them a round of applause and have a enjoy?
Please come in. Hello, sir. How are you today?
Very well, thank you.
I'm a senior lecturer at Lancaster University. It's good to meet you. Before we hopefully give you the unconditional offer, would like to first ask you a few questions.
Sure.
Yeah, great. Great, let's begin. Why did you want to come to Lancaster?
The big cities scare me.
That's right. Why did you choose to do your degree?
To procrastinate on deciding what to do with my life.
That's right. For famed close to campus and makes a consistent bellowing noise through the night.
The nightclub?
It does. What big brutalist construction looms over Alexandra Square?
Deadlines.
They do. Lancaster is a ranked 10 university in the UK.
Was that a question?
No, it was a statement. And we're ranked best in the Northwest. What is the most silent place on campus to get work done?
Anywhere on the Southwest campus.
It is. Where at Lancaster University can you find some lovely Turkish delight?
Sultans.
You can. In the last academic year, what kind of test did all the students in the department do best at?
Positive COVID tests?
Yeah. Well, there's small noisy creatures around campus that you should not feed.
Freshers.
They are. What major investment cost Lancaster University £3.5 million 2 years ago?
The Vice Chancellor's expenses.
Yes. Now for some scenario-based questions. Swedish people love saunas. So, if you were Swedish, what would attract you to Lancaster?
Lonsdale's Aberstrap?
I guess so. But I have something else in mind.
All the expensive spas?
Yes. I'm a biology student, where all the department's petri dishes were too small. Where can I find a bigger one?
Sugar House Alley?
Yes, that's right. Please finish the sentence. After graduating, 95% of our students go on to...
A Panic Masters?
Correct. Now, for some questions about the city of Lancaster. What was the cause of fighting in the War of the Roses?
Who could have the caramel ones?
Yes. A lot of people say, who would be the King of England? But come on, it's the 21st century. How long does it take to get to Lancaster from London?
12 hours on the fancy West Coast.
Yeah. What would surprise a southerner who comes to Lancaster?
That there are cities north of Birmingham?
Indeed. Now, for the practical test. Imagine if you wake up at 5 to 9 in your flat in Cartmel with a bit of a hangover. And you must make it to the lecture hall in 5 minutes. Please run this distance now.
Do you know what? I don't think I can be bothered.
Correct! Welcome to Lancaster!
Interview everyone, well done guys, brilliant. I imagine that raised a few memories for some people. That wasn't a sketch, we just copy-pasted that off the uni website. Okay guys, that's the end, except for one more improv game. This last improv game, thank you. This last improv game is called Let's Make a Date, and for it, please will you welcome to the stage, Stefan, Harvey, Jon, and Fred. I remember this! Okay guys, so this last game is called Let's Make a Date, as I said. The way this game works is that all these guys are guests on a game show called Let's Make a Date. Harvey is the guest trying to win a date. The three guys there are contestants trying to win a date with him. They are mystery contestants. Harvey does not know who they are. One of them has a strange connection to Harvey. One of them has a strange job. And the last one is a character from history or fiction. And Harvey's going to leave the room. We're going to decide who these mystery contestants are, and then Harvey will come back in and he will have 3 questions to ask them to try and guess who they might be. That's how the game works. So, as a format point, Harvey, get in. Okay, space out guys, thank you. Right, so we'll start with Stefan. Stefan has a strange connection to Harvey. They've met in the past, they know each other. So shout out, how do they know each other?
He's his cousin.
He's his cousin. Let's go weirder, or more obscure rather.
They fought in war together.
Ooh, they are former army buddies like that. Anything else?
They both work for West Cheese and Sainsbury's.
That's cheese. That's quite specific. Anything else?
They raised a child together.
They have raised a child together. I like the ambiguity of that. Like, was it theirs? Did they just find it in a bin? Anything else? I'm going to go with they are former soldiers who fought side by side. That's your connection. Right, John, we need a strange job for John, so go fictional, make something up.
Cheese roll world champion.
Sorry?
Like cheese roll.
It's a cheese roll.
You like rolling?
Oh, rolling cheese. Right, okay. World champion at rolling big wheels of cheese. Like it?
So soccer.
He is.
They said fiction.
Don't let that be weird. Anything else? Sorry?
Umbrella repairman.
He's an umbrella repairman. Like that. Anything else? Go crazy, make it up. Okay? Well, we're going for umbrella repairman. You are an umbrella repairman. And Fred, we need a character from history or fiction for Fred.
Can you?
Can you? Is that history?
No, it's fiction.
Fiction. Anything else?
George Washington.
George Washington.
Ron Weasley.
Ron Weasley. Anything else? I'm going with George Washington. But what we get for this is a twist on that historical figure, something weird. So it's like George Washington, but. So can we think of a twist? The best one I ever had for this was Boba Fett, but he's an LGBTQ plus ally. That's the best one I ever had. So that's the kind of thing I'm looking for.
He's agoraphobic.
Agoraphobic George Washington.
It's Aphrodite.
Sorry?
It's Aphrodite.
He's already dead. Anything else?
On the new cover of Vogue.
But he's been on the cover of Vogue. That's quite obscure. Anything else?
He's from the future.
He's from the future instead of the past. Anything else?
Cheating on his partner.
He is cheating on his partner by being here. Quite like that. Last tips?
Got his jaw smashed up in a car accident.
He's been in a car accident. I like that. You are George Washington. You've been in a car accident. So before we get Holly back in, guys, can we just recap Stefan?
Fought at war together.
You weren't there, man!
John?
I'm afraid I've forgotten.
You're an umbrella repairman.
Oh, yes.
Okay, Fred?
George Washington, but road accident.
Yeah. Okay, so we need to get Harvey back in the room. The way we do this is a very technical method. When I count to 3, everyone please shout, Harvey, come back in the room. 1, 2, 3!
Harvey, come back in the room!
Let's make a date. I'm the character who Joe plays every single time he hosts this game, but still hasn't got round to naming him yet. Here on Let's Make a Date this week as our guest we have Harvey. Harvey, how the fuck are you doing?
Great. I'm about to cheat on my girlfriend. Let's go, man!
Yeah, man, I've wired up. I've been married 8 times. My son is a year older than my latest wife. Anyway. Harvey, we have 3 mystery contestants. 3 people trying to win a date with you. But you have 3 questions to ask you. What is your first question?
What are you going to be doing about my current wife?
You got a wife and a girlfriend? Whoa. Okay, so he's in a relationship. How do you plan to deal with that? Contestant number 1.
Well, we might be fighting and a losing battles half the time. But you know, if we square up to the enemy, which is this situation, if we deploy ourselves, you know, maybe we can fly planes sometimes. Maybe we could sail along the Black Sea sometimes. Maybe sometimes we just dig some trenches and run away from your so-called wife.
Wow. Contestant number 2.
Well, I've been in this family business of repairs for 40 years. I have a lot of connections, and I'm sure my connections will do something about her. The sun will never shine on your wife again.
This is going to be dark. Contestant number 3.
If you put your wife in a vehicle that I'm behind the wheel of, you'll never see her again. Or we dump her in the middle of Kansas. It's mine, so you know she can't find it. It's a desert.
I might call you later. Okay, Harvey, your second question.
Call me what?
The wife's dealt with? Where are we going next?
You mean like a first date?
Yeah.
Right, first date. Guess number one.
Well, first we shall stand for the national anthem. Then we shall go by boat to France. And on that boat we will be listening to the bugle call. Remember your poppy. And we'll meet just before 11 o'clock for a 2 minutes of silence. And then, we can go to a Belgian bar later as well, after a day of solemnly looking at fields. Sound good?
That's number two.
We'll go to Scotland. My business is very popular there. As it rains so much there. So if it does rain on us, I promise you, with my skills, we'll stay dry.
Nice. Contestant number three.
Wherever we're going, you're driving. You strike me as quite independent. I declare your independence. Tennessee, because you're the, you know how it is.
Okay. And Harvey, your last question.
So I brought you this rose. Do you have anything for me?
Where's the fucking stagehand? Right. That's number one. Your present.
To your mind, why are you giving me a rose? It should be a poppy, as we discussed many times. I have this piece of artillery for you. Saved my life once. Our lives.
Mauser. Is that Mauser?
It's a bit big for a mouse. Contestant number two.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll keep it sheltered. It'll go in the shop, mate. That'll attract the customers.
Contestant number three.
If you're giving me a rose, I'll give you whiplash, probably. I can name a city after you. Capital's already taken by me. You can have it, it's mine. But you can have, something, I don't know, Texas.
Okay, Harvey, you have asked all your 3 questions. Now we're going to try and work out who these mystery contestants are. So, contestant number 1, any ideas?
Yeah.
Good, tell me.
Great. So, World War I. Tragic time.
Yeah.
Feeling related to me. Artillery saved him. Perhaps he was, I don't know, my grandfather who fought in the First World War.
Okay, so you're thinking on roughly the right lines, but I think he's a bit closer to home than that.
Me.
No, he's not you, but you're in the right area with war. He definitely fought in it.
He did, yes.
Can you give me more?
Do you remember those barrack breakfasts?
No. English thing I've ever
Do you not remember the cold, rat-infested sausages?
That's 100 years more now. So, he's like he remembers that.
Yeah, he's saying we a lot, so I have a feeling that we fought together.
Exactly right! Well done! Right, contestant number 2, any ideas?
The car wash, car dryer. He's designed to keep cars dry.
It's designed to keep something dry, not cars.
Car wash, so...
not car.
No, car wash is wash. He's designed to keep something that can keep people dry.
Yes, he does.
He does. It's an umbrella.
Very.
Can you elaborate?
Well, I'm not an umbrella.
The umbrella.
I work with them so much. Maybe I've become my job a little bit. You could say.
Well, he's opening up. Any ideas?
Become an umbrella, that's what he's saying to me.
He's not English. So, you work with umbrellas?
He does work on umbrellas. He makes umbrellas.
Close!
opens umbrellas.
Okay, what if an umbrella broke?
You fix it. Umbrella repairman.
He's an umbrella repairman! And finally, contestant number 3.
Right, so, cars. President Kennedy. That's my fun.
You are somehow in the right ballpark, not that specific.
So, he mentioned that the capital's here, so make me think it's Washington.
He is George Washington, but...
He's been in the car accident.
Exactly! Folks, there is one final thing to clarify. Harvey, which of these contestants are winning a date with you tonight?
I mean, George can sign my independence, I'll drive me home after.
Oh, fantastic. George has won! There it is! Oh yeah, I love that game so much. Okay, well that actually brings us to the end of the night, guys. You had a good time? Yeah. Thank you very much. I'll just polish off with a couple of little